Hello beautiful people, it's Trina. Welcome back to my channel. One of the most wonderful things about perfumes is beyond the way they smell and the way they make you feel is their ability to transport you to a place and or time, either a real one from your own memory or even a place or a time that's made up. This fragrance, Hinoki, wells up positive emotions for me connected to my memories here in Japan, where I've lived since the 90s, and also from a little of my earlier years in Canada. The fragrance is a collaboration between Comme des Garçons, a house known for its olfactory creativity, and Monocle, a European magazine launched in 2007, which provides a briefing on global affairs, business, culture, and design, the part of it that I really like. And despite its hearty price tag, I admit to having purchased a volume before. It's a pretty cool magazine. According to its perfumer, Antoine Maisondieu, the inspiration for Hinoki comes from, and I quote, "a perfectly still, slightly chilly spring morning, soaking in an indoor-outdoor tub at the Tayawada Inn in Kyoto. It pulls together our memory of the mosses and trees outdoors and the sharp notes of the boxy Hinoki tub." Now, I've never been to the Tawadaya in Kyoto, but I've certainly been to Kyoto, and I've been to onsens or hot springs literally hundreds of times, and I've had my fair share of sniffs of Hinoki wood, whether it be in an actual wood tub or in wooden buildings or structures or a variety of scented toiletry items here in Japan. Hinoki in English is Japanese cypress, so it's obviously from the cypress family and grows naturally in parts of Taiwan as well as here in Japan. Hinoki wood is deeply rooted in Japan's long history, and the wood makes for a very durable building material for architectural elements as well as for household goods in Japan's very humid climate, at least here in the south. The scent of Hinoki cypress has attractive health benefits too. It's antibacterial and insect repelling. Yes. One of the components in Hinoki is the essential oil alpha-catenol, which, among other things, helps support or suppress the growth of wood decay fungus. If I have a chance to enter wooden temples and shrines that are over 1,000 years old, chances are they're made of Hinoki. Of course, they're probably not that old because they're fires and they've been rebuilt, but still. And you can still find Hinoki in common modern structures as well. The wood's known for preventing household bugs such as termites, mites, and ticks. Alpha-catenol is not surprisingly found in a lot of Hinoki-based kitchen items like cutting boards, sushi mixing bowls, spoons, etc. They're all made of Hinoki. Since Hinoki leaves suppress the growth of mold and bacteria, sometimes you can find them placed under sushi or fresh fish at sushi restaurants, and that helps reduce, the nasties. And apparently it also reduces cavities as well. Trivia from Trina, my love. And here's more. The smell of Hinoki cypress is energizing and refreshing, yet also calming and relaxing. Yes, and this is why it's popular at the hot spring. The forest scent component phytoncide, I think that's how you pronounce it, helps lower blood pressure, treat irregular heartbeat, keep the autonomic nervous system healthy, improve immunity, and calm the brain. Makes perfect spa sense to use this stuff in such an environment. The Japanese even have this word shindin-yoku, which translates as forest bathing, and the idea is that going for a walk out in the forest is really good for mind, body, and soul. And I think the often missed component there is that you'd best be sure there's some Hinoki in that there forest. Anyway, back to the fragrance. I used to have an unadulterated, 100% pure bottle of Hinoki essential oil, but it is no more. I've used it up. I do remember it, and that's indeed the extrait de Hinoki that I sense in here. This is a woodsy, conifer-heavy scent. It's calming, cool and misty, serene, mossy, botanical, and quite natural, actually. There's an almost medicinal quality about it. That's probably the camphor and the pine, I guess. And the opening is sharp, but not quite in a lemon way. It's more like a turpentine and virus sort of vibe. But after the sharp opening, there's a lovely greenness to it. Nothing leafy or grassy, rather more like a young tree branch being broken. But there's no snap because it's too damp, and there's a bitterness, but only at the start. Maybe there's a milkiness too. To me, Hinoki is one giant complex note of woody goodness. Here are the notes. Now, I really love this original fragrance, but there are always negatives, right? So first, it's very literal and linear, which might not be for some. I don't mind it, but can't please everyone. If you prefer to sniff this stuff in your surroundings rather than on your person, I wouldn't be surprised. And for some of you, if you're reminded of a hamster cage, a clean one at least, I wouldn't be surprised either. I personally don't make that association, but again, I can imagine the possibility. There's a damp or wet texture to this that some may not like. The biggest minus point for me, however, is the price per volume for this stuff. It's not really that good, especially when you consider that this does not last long at all. You say hello and it says goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even fade. It's just there and then it's gone. So, this is not going to last you a long time. You're going to bring it around with you, spray it a lot, enjoy it, and then your bottle's going to be empty. That's pretty infuriating when you're in the mood for a long-lasting Hinoki bath. Now, like Monocle magazine, this scent targets men, and indeed, I guess there is a traditional maleness about it. But hey, I enjoy reading the magazine and wearing this scent, so bollocks to that. If you like very woody scents, regardless of your gender, get your nose on this. Ok, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui, mes amis. Hasta luego, arrivederci, sayonara. See you in the next one. Scent Gourmand signing out. Mwah.